Hi guys, welcome back to Elevate by Any Means. If you do not know me, I am Danielle. Thank you so much for being here. I'm truly grateful. I love how many people are now subscribing. I know it's a small channel right now, but the goal is to get it as much as possible to help expand other people, to help motivate other people and get us where we need to go. So if you have not liked and subscribed, please do so, okay? Now, today we're going to be talking about your core beliefs and values, right? What does that mean? Because when we think about it, it's literally something that can help catapult us on our journey to manifesting, number one, to two, elevating our frequency, our consciousness, and help with our plans in order to change for our own growth and self development. When we're thinking about these things, like, what does that look like to you? Like, do you actually believe that you can have everything that you desire? Because if not, it's time to challenge those thoughts and beliefs. It's literally like the gate that is keeping us outside of the yard, right? In order to get where we want to go, sometimes it takes us time in order to get there. But in order to get there, we have to recognize what's working for us and what's not working for us. So, what is working for you? On a sheet of paper, we're going to start it off right? On a sheet of paper, I want you to write down what is working for you in your life. What is working for you in your life? On the opposite side, I want you to draw a line directly down the middle and write what is not working for you in life. You can pause this video to figure that out and get to where you're going, okay? Because it's truly important that you need to understand. Do you have any limiting beliefs? At the bottom, leave space at the bottom. I want you to write your limiting beliefs. The limiting beliefs, and underneath that, I want you to decide where it is. What is your action plan? What do you need to do in order to get these doubts, these fears, these limiting beliefs out of your system? Okay? Sometimes that takes time. That's a journey that you're going to have to choose to be on, okay? And that comes with getting clear. When you're getting clear, you're literally putting yourself in a state of understanding where you are, understanding that, this is not the path that you want to be on. This is not the part of the journey that you are enjoying or whatever. It's truly understandable for you to be in fear mode when time to change. But that's how you know you should do it. That's how you know you should do it. When you're in a state of feeling uncomfortable with the change, note why that is. What is fearful about change? Think about all the way back to where it comes from, this fear. Because there's something that may have happened in your life that you may not recognize immediately. You may not think about, the one time you decided to wear a new hairstyle and when you went to school and everybody made fun of you. You may not have thought about the first time you decided to wear a certain outfit and it just looked terrible on you. Things like that, even as simple as that, can affect the way you're thinking and behaving, right? And also, if you have limiting beliefs, this can dictate how you're behaving in your everyday life. So if you are not clear about what it is that's blocking you, and I don't really believe that people can be blocked except for by self, right? So if you're not recognizing what you're doing, how to get out of it, or what's going on in your life that's causing these certain behaviors, this is the exercise that you need to complete. It's important that we do, because at the end of the day, it's going to allow us to understand ourselves better. It's going to allow us to expand our energy and frequency, because now we're learning something about ourselves. We're learning what needs to shift and what needs to change and how we want to get there, okay? Now, I understand sometimes it just feels like there's no way to change these things. But everything can shift. Everything can change. One day at a time. One day at a time, right? So at the end of the day, you have to make a choice consciously. You have to put a conscious effort towards these changes. They're not just going to happen overnight without you choosing them, okay? Like, you may desire them, but if you're not acting on them, that also can stop you. And if you're not acting on your desires, think about why that is. Why aren't you going after that $1,000,000? Why aren't you going after that love of your life? Why aren't you deciding to love yourself and choose yourself first? Why are you in this state of just going in the same cycle? These are important questions. And when we're dealing with self, you can keep it real with yourself. You can talk to yourself however you decide to. If it's harshly, if it's kind and soft and loving and gentle, then that's also acceptable. But you need to address it in whatever way that aligns with you. At the end of the day, sometimes we think that change is supposed to be something big and dramatic and explosive, and it's just supposed to, hey, I changed my mind about something, and it poof snaps and it happens, right? It just, is created. But it doesn't work that way all the time. Sometimes that can happen for you, but it's all about your mentality and your frequency and your energy. And in order to get there, we are literally needing to make it happen in our energetic field, in our mental space, right? So when you're deciding to release these limiting beliefs, these behaviors start to shift as well. They shift. Like, it is completely insane how they shift. And it's in such a beautiful way that we may not always notice how far we have come with taking it one day at a time. I am a big fan on telling people to take it one day at a time, because that's how I do on my journey. I do not allow myself to try to jump to the end of the race, because I know that at the end of the race, I have the golden trophy. I have the millions of dollars. I have the house, the land, the cars. I have that beautiful family who is also high vibrational. I am in that space where I am not denying myself my feelings. I do not deny myself what I'm thinking. However, I will shift from one perspective to the next, okay? Now, if you're having negative thoughts and things, now you understand that it's time to shift from one perspective to the next. Example, if you have money issues, you may believe that only wealthy people can live luxuriously. That is absolutely false. If you believe that rich people are evil, if you believe that money just don't come to you and flow to you easily and effortlessly, this is something to work on. It's literally going to help you. It's going to help you on your journey, and it's going to be absolutely beautiful. So keep going. Even if it's just like baby steps, those steps count. Those steps matter. Do not down yourself if you have a day where you just, you kind of snapped, you went off on somebody, you had to, fuss, cuss, or, your frequency lowered in that moment. Accept that. Accept yourself in that moment. Release it. Take a breath, breathing in through your nose, holding it for 5 to 6 seconds. Hold it 4. Blow it out forcefully 6 to 7 seconds. Or as long as you can hold it, okay? When you're clearing your energy, this is going to help you. These are meditative breathing techniques. When you're doing this, it's going to help you clear your energy, okay? It's going to help calm that energy, all right? So when we're thinking about this, it is important that we go into everything with an open mind, because the last thing you want is to be fighting it, okay? Some days you're going to have good days, some days you're not. But you need to understand how to correct your energy, how to try to remove yourself from those energies and get to a state where you are now in a space where you're living better, you're feeling better, you're breathing better, because your breath is important also to that process, okay? Understanding your body, how your body reacts to things, is also important to that process, because it puts you in a state where you can now say, you know what, do I want McDonald's? Do I want Burger King? Do I want wings? Do I want pizza? And see how you energetically feel. Start doing these exercises because it's going to help you. Okay. Now, look at the sheet of paper that you wrote this on, that you wrote your beliefs and things that are working for you and not working for you on. Okay. What I want you to do is to take a deep breath and look at this paper and look at all the things that are working for you. Okay. These are the important things. These are the things that could catapult you into the next level for yourself in your shifting, right? Now, when you look at all the things that are not working for you, the things that you wish to change, the things that is negative feeling, now I want you to look at each and every one of these and I want you to state how grateful you are for it, because at the end you're going to receive what? Your desires. You're going to receive something better. You're in a state of shifting, so you know that you're on your path and you're moving towards the things that you do desire because of this shift, that you're correcting your frequency and your energy, and that you understand, okay? So be in that state. Be grateful for it, because all of these things that are happening, these things that are not working for us, a lot of the times they're meant to teach some type of lesson. There's something there that we're supposed to learn from it. And if we're going through it, if it feels chaotic, if it's something, just think how beautiful it is on the other side. Okay. It's like walking through a storm and understanding that on the other side of this storm, a little ways up the street, there's sunshine and puppy dogs and rainbows. Okay. So your behaviors mimic the things that you're thinking in your head. If you're thinking and you're watching and you're listening to all these things that are low vibrational, guess what? You're going to respond outwardly in a low vibrational state. Now, a lot of people don't believe that the things that they're watching and doing is low vibrational. Well, how does it feel when you're watching it? How does it feel in your body when you're listening to it? How does it feel when you're in that state of thinking about the things that are constantly running in your head, okay? Because we have running themes in our head. And when we're doing the running themes in our head, we actually need to stop and get clear. Getting clear is the biggest key. Once we decide the things that need to shift, the things we want to shift, the places we want to go, the things that we desire and want, think about that. That is absolutely beautiful. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, guys. I hit the camera. We absolutely need to get clear about it, because at the end of the day, guess what? Our thoughts, our frequency make our reality. So if we're chaotic inwardly, if inside of us feels chaotic and sad and angry, then guess what? You're going to express outwardly the same type of energy. Now you don't really realize, like, because you haven't healed that thing from your past trauma, because you have that limiting belief about someone else, you may be quick to judge them. You may be quick to hate on them. You may be quick to dismiss them and how they feel and their thoughts and opinions, right? When we should be in a state of love at all times, if possible. Now, we're human, so it may not always be like that. But at the end of the day, your goal should be to operate in your higher self, no matter what. Because a lot of the times, like, you will notice, if you're already on your journey, then you understand what I'm saying. When you're in a state of being at peace, right? When you just decide, like, you know what? I don't care what happens. I love me. I understand that it's working out for me. I understand that it's working out for my benefit. Guess what? Nothing can break you from that reality that you're visualizing, except for you. But you have to make a choice. You have to get clear. You have to decide what it is that you're desiring in that moment, because it's truly important that we know, right? We need to know. We need to get clear. We need to know.